Hello my friends, welcome back. Leanna here. Today it's Shop My Stash for September. I'm super excited about my September Shop My Stash. I did not do one in August. I can't remember whether I did one in July. I didn't do a video. I did pick some things in August to use. Can you believe September is here already? I'm excited about getting rid of all this hot weather and the leaves changing and wearing sweaters and cozy, comfortable clothing, so I am pretty excited about that. So, Shop My Stash. I have it right here. Let me tell you what happened with this September Shop My Stash. So, a friend of mine, her name is Katelyn, we talk about makeup all the time. And she kept saying, you should let me pick your Shop My Stash. She kept saying that she would do it. And she finally came over to my house and she shopped my stash. And it's all right here in this basket. So I didn't get to pick anything. Nothing. Which is kind of a little scary, but we're going to see what all's in here. Y'all ready? So, Lunar Beauty. I love Lunar Beauty. Katelyn decided that I needed to use these brushes because I have not used them yet. And they're a very nice little set of brushes. They're nice and soft. So I'm excited. Why, I just pulled you off of there. I'm excited to use these. The handles are very nice. I like that ombre effect. They feel really nice. They're like a soft matte. So I will be trying out these brushes for the month of September. They come in this nice little travel case. Just nice if you travel, you have a little case to put your brushes in. So let's see, what else did she pick for me? She picked for me this Anastasia Dewy setting spray. I believe that I received this in my Anastasia BoxyCharm. This is really nice because it has this twist top. So if you're traveling, it will not spray. It has a very light, clean scent. So this is the setting spray that I will be using. And then she chose this Ciate London Bamboo Bronzer, which I have used this bronzer a little bit. It's got the embossing on it. Y'all know I love the embossing. The name of this is Palm Island. Look, I can see myself. She wants me to glow in the month of September, so she picked this e.l.f. highlighter. This is Everglow. Very pretty. e.l.f. has some blinding highlighters, so I'm going to be beaming. Also in my you need to use and make a video box was this Covergirl and Olay Simply Ageless Foundation. It has titanium dioxide sunscreen and hyaluronic complex and vitamin C. It's a broad spectrum SPF 28 and it is instant wrinkle defying and it's 230 classic beige. And I have kind of swirled my finger in it. It looks like it's starting to dry out a little bit. I guess it's probably a good thing that she picked it for me to use. And in the bottom, it has the little sponge for you to use. So I'll be giving that a try. She's making me try out some new products. And then because she knows I love my powder foundation, she picked out this Fenty Beauty. This is a Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 260. And this has been well loved. I love this powder foundation. It's very, very good. In one of my boxes, I got this Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder. Better, Not Bitter, which is super cute. And if I remember correctly, it came in a little flour sack. This is Oat Translucent, and I have not used this. As you can see, it has a little shaker cap, and it's still got the sticky over the top of it, so I will be trying this out for the first time. I am still working my way through my Too Faced Luminous Face Primer, but she was determined that I would use this e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer that I have never used. I have a lot of products, y'all, that I haven't ever used, so I'll be giving that a try. And for my mascara, she chose this Urban Decay Perversion Bigger, Blacker, and Badder. I love this. This is one of my favorites. I had already been through one of these, and this one is brand new, so I'll be giving that a try. She also picked this KVD Vegan Beauty Lash Primer. It's Epic Curl, and I have used this once, I believe. And most of them are white, but this is like a bluish gray color. And for my eye primer, I have a MAC Painterly paint pot that I use all the time. She picked the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It is anti-aging, and I have not used this yet, so that will be interesting to try. Oh yes, and she picked this Totally Tubular Half-Caked Mascara, and it's called The Heights. I have another tubing mascara, and it's okay. And then for contour, she picked my Too Faced Cocoa Contour, and I have used this. It's a very nice contour palette. I actually really like this palette as an eyeshadow. It smells so good. So I have been using this, but I have not used it in a while, so this will be nice to use. And then because Ofra is not blinding enough, she picked this Complex Culture Good Lighting Highlighter Duo in Lucid and Afterglow. And it is very pretty, y'all. Look how pretty that is. Very pretty highlighter. I've only stuck my finger in it. As you can see, it has a nice mirror on it. And then for my bronzer, she picked this Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze. And it is in the shade Tan. And I think I've used this. This is like a baked bronzer. It's really nice. And for my blush, she picked the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette. I wanted this palette so badly, and it was out of stock forever. And then it came back in stock, and all I've done is stick my fingers in it. Haven't really used it, but my gosh, look at those colors. They are so pretty. So I'm really excited to use that. Those are good fall colors too, I believe. Very nice palette. Lunar Beauty formulas are really good. And then Katelyn is a nut about lipstick. I have 5 lipsticks in front of me. I don't know what the girl was thinking, but she picked this Lunar Beauty liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Zaya. And isn't that a pretty bottle with the little jewel in the top of it? And that's what the shade looks like. Let's swatch it. A little swatchy swatchy. Very pretty, very nice fall color. That's one. And then she picked this Artist Couture, and this is the shade Power Play. Look at that. It's a beautiful matte lipstick. Let's do a little swatchy swatchy of that one too. That's that one there. Number 2. For number 3, she picked this Smashbox. This is the shade Not Today. I have a feeling I'll be wearing this to work every day. As you can see, I have never used it. It has a very interesting shape to it. Isn't that cool? As you can see, I've never even swatched that one. Ooh. That's pretty pinky looking. And it's very soft. Like I pushed way too hard on that. Number 3. And then she picked 2 MAC lipsticks. This one is Whirl. That's a very pretty color too. Oh yeah, I really like that. That's that one. There. 4. And number 5, this one is Bated Breath. And I have used this one, and it is a very, very pretty. Look how pretty that is. I love that. So there are the 5 shades that she chose for me. And now on to the palettes. And she picked 2 of my favorite palettes. And then she picked a palette that I have never used before. Imagine that. The first palette that she picked for me is this Gemini palette from Melt Cosmetics. Again, this was a palette that I wanted so badly, and I bought it, and I've never used it. It is a beautiful palette. Look at the packaging. I just absolutely love the detail on the packaging. It's such a pretty palette. It's nice and heavy. And here's the inside. Beautiful, beautiful, grungy fall palette. It is just gorgeous. I'm actually excited, and I'm glad that Katelyn is pushing me to use some of this beautiful makeup that I have. So here are the swatches. I'm very excited to use the Gemini palette. The next palette that she picked is this ColourPop X Raw Beauty Christie at Forest Sight. I love this palette. Love to watch Raw Beauty Christie's channel. She is an influencer here on YouTube, and I love everything about this palette. I am very much an earthy type of person, so all of these mushrooms and the watercolor look, it speaks to me. I love this. And I have used this palette. You can see that I have been using it. I like the palettes when they don't have a mirror in them, because I don't ever use, they're too small and I need a magnifying mirror when I'm putting my makeup on. So, but look at the colors of this palette. It is just gorgeous. I'm going to have a hard time choosing every day which palette to use. So that is the At Forest Sight palette. I'm excited to use that again. I have not. I was using that quite often. I haven't used it in a little while, so I'm looking forward to using this again. And the last palette that Katelyn picked for me is one of my all-time favorites, and it is the Greek Goddess from Lunar Beauty. I love this palette. I love it. I love everything about it. I love the packaging. I love the color story. I love the formulas. This is just an all-around perfect palette. I just love it. Did I tell you that I love this palette? It has a nice mirror. And here's the color story. Look. I mean, come on, y'all. Look at the color story of this palette. It just makes me happy just to sit here and look at it. The formulas are absolutely amazing. Look at that blue. Look at it. Look at it. It's just, it is gorgeous. I have 3 of his palettes. I don't know if you know who Lunar Beauty is. Owned by Manny MUA. He is an influencer. So let me see if I can swatch this puppy. I don't know if I got enough arm for all those colors, but we'll try. So here's the palette swatched. I love this palette. I know you can't see this color over here very well. It is such a pretty palette. I just love it. Look at that blue. Beautiful, beautiful palette. I'm excited that I'm going to be using this palette again. I have not used it in a little while. There's all of my Shop My Stash for September that Katelyn picked for me. I know that there are a few things missing. I don't normally wear concealer. She told me that I could pick whatever lip liner I wanted to use, and if I chose to wear an eyeliner, I could do that as well. I asked her if she wanted to go through my lashes. As you can see, I have on some floofy lashes today, and pick out some of those for me to wear, and she did not. So these are the products that I will be using for the entire month of September. I'm really excited about it. Thank you so much to Katelyn for coming over here. We had such a good time that day going through all my makeup. I have a lot of makeup. So thanks again to her for helping me to do that. I think that that'll be a new tradition for her and I. She can come over here every month and shop my stash for me. Thank you so much to y'all for spending a few minutes of your day with me to go through my Shop My Stash for September. If you're new here, my name is Leanna. If you enjoyed my video, give me a thumbs up. It sure would make my day and help out my channel. And hit that subscription button if you're not already subscribed. And as usual, I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are. And we are all beautiful at any age. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye. Christopher, you missed out on the swatch party. I'm thinking that maybe the next time we do a Mask Monday, that you can swatch some of your fishing bait for us on your hand. That'll give you some practice, you know, so that you can swatch real makeup and stuff. Okay? Mama loves you, boo.